of Jonathan was what? Knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul. Here's another example of soul tie in a friendship way. The soul of Jonathan knit to the soul of David. Let's look at the next. Okay, so soul ties, and I don't want to get into too much of it. When I teach on deliverance, I go into there are good soul ties, of course, as in the case of Jonathan and David, and then there are evil soul ties, bad ones. Nothing ties us any more thoroughly than the person who we are having sexual intercourse with. And this is why God gives such strict moral laws and codes, not to harm us, but to protect us, okay? Because he sees what's happening. There's more than just two bodies rubbing together, and we'll deal with that a little later. Here is a woman, and she sleeps with Leroy and Jamal and Jaden and Pookie and Tyrone and Stephen. But now she's not only sleeping with them, but she's sleeping with everybody that they slept with, Shirley and Tanjalette and Deborah and Janet and Michelle and Sarah and Alicia and Lisa and Mabel and Mary and Helen, Denise and Gail. Now, if your name is up there now, here's the altar right here. I'm just being quiet. Okay, next one. Here's a guy. He's sleeping with these women, Opal and Kathy and Barb and Shannon and Joan and Sarita. But not only is he sleeping with them, he's sleeping with everybody that they slept with. Leo and Dante and Percy and Apollo and Benson and Kenneth, Herbert and Troy and so on, Chad and Cody. So you understand that a piece of them enters into the soul realm, and then when they go into another person, those forces, that energy goes into them. And that's why God wanted just one man and one woman, okay? In a perfect world, that works, but in an imperfect world, it doesn't. And that's why I said everybody needs some measure of deliverance, okay? Let's go there. This reiterates what I'm saying. What? 1 Corinthians 6:16. Know ye not that he which is joined to a harlot is what? One body. For the two, he said, shall be what? One flesh. That's how God designed us. And then he goes on further. Why would you give your members to a harlot? Okay? Let's go here. Here's an illustration of how two people, here's the female and here's the male, something is going on here. Not only bodily fluids, but psychic matter, energy, our soulish makeover, and the soul is so vast. Our spirit joins with that person. So you can understand, when you become very